What it do? It's your nigga Drew Blue coming through with another vibe out. First reaction. Ow! So today, the Lone Wolf got for y'all a new joint that Bryson just released out, man, 2 days ago. But this one's titled Always Forever, 2 minutes and 51 seconds, man. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. Let's get into this, man. So y'all already know the drill. In case you new, this is how I do it. And I always keep it ill. Cut the chat, get in the track, and vibe out. So, Bryson Tiller, Always Forever. Let's get it. Oh, forgot it's YouTube. My bad, y'all. Let's get this shit. You do your thing and you're fine with it, yeah. So I gotta say this real quick. This joint's pretty dope. I think right now he's 2 for 2. Because he dropped another joint too that gave you that 90s feel. And I feel like he's backtracking it to his mixtape days, back to where he was on the come up, dropped Don't! And then eventually that led into Trap Soul. So no, this is cool. Like, I like the fact that Bryson's one of these cats, one of the few people who, I want to say besides like August Alsina, just to give him a shout out, who blew up around the same time in the mid-teens, where I think really hip-hop and R&B took the next step and just blew everyone's mind, man. I mean, Trap Soul was a huge genre. Everybody was hopping on that type of beat and everyone was doing their own thing and killing it. But nah, Tiller is one of the few cats out here who's still repping the same type of music. He ain't fall for the industry traps or nothing like that, you know what I mean? Beat wise, yeah, you could feel a little bit of like what's currently popping in it, but at the same time though, it's still got that flavor that still tastes genuine and, or like it's original. So no, but Bryson Tiller, as far as his performance, was just smooth. Honestly, I want to say better than ever. I mean, I definitely was feeling canceled when he dropped that. That was the last joint I heard until the other one, the single he dropped. I forgot what it's called, but I vibed out to that a couple weeks ago. Look, I said it. He's one of the few artists who I'm not going to rush or pressure anything. Like, I know when you take your time, it's going to be worth it. Just like how everyone's pressuring Rihanna drop R9 or something like that. Let the girl take her time. Let her do her thing. Sometimes when it comes to art, to appreciate the beauty of it, you gotta just let that come naturally, and you can't force it out, And I'm not trying to take shots at certain people, There's some artists that really can churn out things just like that day after day. I know when Tory Lanez was doing his Fargo Friday series, he was just dropping non-stop classic joints as Lucy's, and he was able to do that day in, day out. So there's cats that can be just like that, just like a engine, just continuing to go on and on and on. But then there's some cats that take it nice and smooth. They got their own pace. So Tiller was solid. Like I said, his singing it felt like he's happy. I think he really was telling the truth when he said he was depressed on his second album, True to Self. I liked it. A lot of people didn't felt strongly about it because they compared it to Trap Soul and they're like, the energy isn't there. But I'm like, it's kind of different, you know what I mean? It's like, if Trap Soul was, let's just say for argument's sake, covered winter, like as a season, it gave you that winter feel. True to Self was like that summertime vibe where it's just chill, relax, you're on the beach or whatever. So that's what I feel like. I feel like you get two different seasons and, there's beauty in both. But he did came out himself, and I'm speaking of Bryson. Bryson himself came out and said that, he felt like True to Self wasn't his strongest project as well, because he said he was going through some things and he was kind of depressed, so he wasn't feeling happy. He wasn't that happy Bryson that he was when he made Trap Soul. So to me, I think he's in a great place. He's got his boo, he's taking care of his daughter, everything's smooth, he's happy. I think the last I seen him when he was on that quarantine radio channel with Tory, he had a full grown beard. He was rocking out just chilling in the backyard. He had his boo out there. He had his daughter in the recording as well. Like, he had everything kind of like set up where he's happy, you know what I mean? And to me, that tells me he's in a good mood. So when he's taking his time and making his music, it's gonna come out with the same type of mentality that he puts in there. So it's like whatever you put out is always what what seeds you sow in is what you reap, is what they say. That's the famous quote that's been passed out for generations and all that. It's one of those classic lines. But either way, yeah, there you go. So Tiller sowed some wonderful seeds, and now they're churning out beautiful flowers, man. I mean, or in this case, delicious food, food for thought. And at the end of the day, I rock with it. I hope Tiller keeps this energy going and he continues to maintain it, because whenever he drops his next album or project, it's going to be worth it, I think. But I think at the same time, too, he's dropping this and the other joint as pure Lucy's for a reason. I don't think these are singles. They're just kind of like, I want to say, an appetizer. Just to be like, hey, I know you guys been waiting and I feel bad, but I appreciate you y'all for being patient. So let me drop a joint here. Let me drop another joint here. But at the end of the day, if these songs make it to the project, it is what it is. It's cool. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what this scenario is. And it's just, like I said, an appetizer to keep you waiting until the big, entree comes right on your table. You know what I mean? So whenever that day comes, I think we all going to be looking forward to it. But yeah, Tiller was solid. Hella solid. Man. I'll say one more thing, though. With the way this song was giving me the vibe, and if y'all stuck all the way through here for the reaction, there's just one thing I got to get out before I close this vid. I would love to see Eric Bellinger hop on this and do a remix. Straight up. This is his type of vibe. And I'm talking about like OG Eric Bellinger come in and meet OG Tilla on this joint. Because I know for a fact Tilla definitely brought his OG and channeled that in here. So, I mean, it's just such a warm and colorful vibe. Like, how could you not hop on this type of beat and do your own remix or whatever? I'm just saying, they've never done a collab before, and I know there's a lot of Eric Bellinger fans and a lot of Bryson Tiller fans that have been wanting to see these two collab, you know. And definitely for me, I definitely wish this could have been before Eric decided to collab with Tory. That was definitely on my like higher list. I would have wanted to see Tilla and Eric Bellinger, since they both repped the 90s really, really hard. No knock on Tory, but they both were on that R&B stuff. So, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely would like to see Eric Bellinger hop on this. I think if him as a feature would have been pretty dope. But who knows? Maybe down the road in the future, we'll definitely see that from these two artists. But yeah, Tilla was solid. That's it. It's your boy True Blue signing out. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, if you had fun, if you enjoyed the color light shows and all that. You know what I mean? And if you'd like to, hit the subscribe button. I definitely will be dropping more new music content. And like I said, if you're first time watching this, I got a Vibe Out series where I tend to cover underground artists that you've never heard of, that you wish you would have known. I had to take a break because I had to cover Tory Lanez, just to calm the Tory Lanez fans down, because they didn't understand where I came from in the first place. But I'm moving on to a new episode. I'm gonna be covering this local Las Vegas artist, or Las Vegas born and raised artist by the name of Euros. If you never heard of him, be on the lookout. I'll be covering his first mixtape and climbing up each episode to the next project that he's released up to the most current one. And then yeah, I'll be moving on to the next artist just like that. But hopefully you've heard of Euros, and if you haven't, sit back and relax. It's gonna be a treat to enjoy. All right, it's your boy True Blue signing out. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Deuces.